right, let's talk on there. Yo, Hassan, you can hear me? You might have to unmute. Okay. We got Hassan Campbell in the building. As soon as he unmutes, I see you though. I see you. Hold on, here we go. Hey Hassan, speak if you can hear me.
Trying to work on the speaker now.
Okay. All right. Yeah, let me know when you can hear me well because I can hear you.
I got that.
Say again.
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, bet. So Hassan, I'm gonna be honest. First and foremost, I'm actually I'm saddened that it went this way. I don't know if you planned for it to go this way.
I'm live.
I'm saddened that everything went this way because I think we all had a great conversation. Everybody was, again, everybody had their own position, own platform, own opinion, and we all try to get it in. Of course, it's a lot of voices, and we are all loud. But we did the podcast, and I felt like everything was good because everybody left, and everybody left in peace. Where did all this stuff go left, my brother?
All right, so somebody sent me a link on Clubhouse prior to the one that we listening to right now, and Wack was talking to the people in Clubhouse, and he was telling them that, I pressed that nigga. I pressed that nigga. And I was like, yeah, nigga, you got fucked in your ass. And I'm like, hold up. That nigga wasn't talking to me like that when we was face to face. He had gave me 1,000 hugs and we had good conversation. So how you get on Clubhouse and start telling niggas you was disrespecting me? So that's the vibe. When we left, after it was all over, he was talking about helping me start my clothing line. I thought we all had a good time. He gets to Clubhouse and he telling dudes that he was pressing me. And then when he sat up there and said, yeah, nigga, I said, you got fucked in the ass. I said, yo, you didn't say that to me. And see, one thing about Wack is a liar and a manipulator, because before we started the podcast, and it's on camera, we had a conversation about what he did to Gilly and Wallow. And he was like, yeah, I got to ask you. He asked me ahead of time, could I ask you about the Bambaataa thing? And I said, yeah. So when he gets to Clubhouse, he making it seem like he was just violating me and pressing me. But when you look at all the footage behind the scenes, and you was there, so I don't have to tell you, this nigga was my best friend. So how you get to Clubhouse and start telling nigga, yeah, I said that nigga got fucked in his ass and he ain't do nothing. Like, what? Yeah. Like, first and foremost, man, my whole thing is like this. As far as the conversation, it didn't go the way that I wanted to go because he kept cutting off and intervening in everything I was saying. But at the same time, I understand this is debate. So that wasn't the problem. My frustration came from, I felt like the conversation was just immature. You see what I'm saying? No, but I understand.
I think that's where you and him start to differ, right? Because you're right. Honestly, I seen y'all having good conversation before everything started. I think once the conversation started, and I was trying to read the energy a little bit, and maybe I think his interpretation, once you started, because I ain't gonna lie, your opinion, and correct me if I'm wrong, you were like, yo, hey, listen, 6ix9ine, I seen you go down a route. My job here is to try to see if we could make sure you don't go down the same route, especially don't bring other kids down that same route with you. And you were coming at it that angle, and I don't know if that's the moment that Wack is just like, man, this thing is just talking bullshit. Like, the dude's a rapper, let him do what a rapper does in terms of, I don't know, getting attention, whatever the case is, you know what I mean? And I think in Wack's mind, he was throwing shots subliminally. I didn't think it was aggressive, but I think he was looking at it like, nah, he was shutting you down.
I'm gonna tell you what it was. Here's what it was. When you sat up there and you said in the hallway, when you sat at the table, you said it a few times. You even said Hassan Campbell you said he's the wild card.
I said that. You're right.
Then you said Hassan is going to be the greatest YouTuber ever. Now, while we sitting at the table, right? We sitting at the table. He's starting to read them young boys' energy. I transformed the energy in the whole room, and they started talking about they not thugs anymore, they grown men, and they started speaking positive. He didn't like the glow that I had in the room because I outshined him. Wack in his ego feels like he's bigger than me, but right now he has a podcast. I mean, he has a YouTube page. I have a YouTube page. Video for video, I would kill him, even with celebrity guests on there, because when nobody wants to hear Wack talk by himself, or with Rika, whatever his name is, he can't fuck with me. So his ego is starting to kick in. Even though he's sitting up there talking about nobody knows you. When I came to Clubhouse and came into that room where FBG ducked mother, they sent for me. He sent for me. He knew who I was. Wack forgot that he said that we was going to do a podcast together, me and him. And we had a lot of conversations. Wack just didn't realize that everybody that Wack talks about, he talks about them so bad and so greasy. I never trusted him. Not even a bit of them.
Wait. What do you mean though? Because we then get like some leaked footage or like leaked audio, whatever, and I don't know, like everything. This is my honest outlook from it, right? I look at Wack and I say this. I'm like, well, Wack, I'm not a street dude, right? So like, if Wack went on Clubhouse and was like, man, yo, we had Akademiks in there like shook, I might say like, yo, that's not true, but I'm not gonna be like, yo, Wack, fuck you, you get me? But that's just my demeanor. Now, I think what he said when it came to you obviously triggers you to be like, yo, bro, that's just not, what happened, because I didn't feel that way. But how did it get from there to the leaked audio, and why did you feel you have to put that out? Because now that's the big subject of conversation.
Because what you got to understand is, when this dude is sitting up there, and he's telling people on the internet that he pressed me, like, first and foremost, the dudes that I had with me, the ones you seen inside the room, It was at least about 9 of us in the room. There was another 10 outside, because I move smart. I understand the streets. So now when you understand...
Wait, hold on. Wait. Let me stop you right there. I don't want to ask you.